Most homeowners believe plumbing problems come suddenly, without warning. A pipe bursts, a toilet overflows, or water starts leaking behind the walls, and by the time it becomes visible, the damage is already expensive. But in reality, many of these situations do not happen overnight. They develop slowly over time, and professionals usually recognize the warning signs long before anything serious happens. What most people do not realize is that experienced plumbers rely on knowledge that is not often explained to homeowners, and that knowledge is what prevents major disasters. One of the most overlooked issues in plumbing is the danger of small, hidden leaks. People usually assume that only large bursts cause serious damage, but slow leaks are often far worse. A pipe that releases only a few drops per minute behind a wall or under a floor may seem harmless at first. However, over time, moisture spreads into surrounding materials. Within days, damp conditions begin to develop. After weeks, mold can start forming in hidden areas. Over months, wood structures weaken and lose strength. By the time visible signs appear, the damage is often already extensive. This is why professionals treat even minor leaks seriously. They do not rely only on visible evidence, they use pressure tests and moisture detection tools because early damage is often invisible to the human eye. For homeowners, any sign such as a musty smell, peeling paint, or an unusual increase in water bills should never be ignored, because these are often the earliest warnings. Another major issue that is frequently misunderstood is water pressure. Many homeowners believe that stronger water pressure is a good thing because it makes showers more powerful and taps more effective. However, from a technical perspective, excessive water pressure places continuous stress on the entire plumbing system. Pipes, joints, and valves are all designed to operate within a specific pressure range, usually around 40 to 60 psi in most residential systems. When pressure exceeds this range, the system begins to deteriorate gradually. Pipes may vibrate slightly, seals begin to weaken, and connections experience constant strain. Over time, this leads to small leaks and premature failure of fittings. Professionals often install pressure regulators to control this, but many homeowners are not even aware that such devices exist. If a home experiences loud pipe noises or unusually strong water flow, it may indicate that the pressure is too high and should be checked before damage develops. Material quality is another factor that plays a major role in plumbing lifespan. Not all pipes are built the same, and the difference between high-quality and low-cost materials becomes clear over time. Some cheaper pipes are more vulnerable to heat, corrosion, and pressure changes. They may appear fine after installation, but gradually develop cracks or weak points. In contrast, materials such as PVC for drainage systems, PEX for flexible water lines, and copper for long-term durability are designed to withstand different environmental stresses more effectively. The problem is that many homeowners focus on initial cost rather than long-term performance. Professionals understand that choosing cheaper materials often leads to higher repair costs in the future, because the system will fail sooner than expected. A very important but often ignored fact in plumbing systems is that most failures do not occur in the middle of pipes. Instead, they happen at connection points. These are the joints where pipes are joined together using fittings, glue, or seals. These areas are constantly exposed to pressure changes, vibration, and thermal expansion. Over time, even a well-installed system can develop weaknesses at these points. This is why professionals spend a large portion of their time inspecting and reinforcing connections rather than focusing only on the pipes themselves. From a technical point of view, the integrity of the entire system depends more on these small joints than on the pipes in between. Drainage systems also develop problems much more slowly than most people realize. Blockages do not appear suddenly, they build up over long periods of time. Inside drain pipes, substances like grease, soap residue, hair, and minerals gradually accumulate along the inner walls. At first, the system still works normally, so the buildup goes unnoticed. Over time, the flow of water begins to slow slightly. Small gurgling sounds may appear, and unpleasant odors can develop. Eventually, the buildup becomes severe enough to fully block the pipe. Professionals often use inspection cameras and high-pressure cleaning systems to identify and remove these early formations before they become serious problems. From a homeowner's perspective, any change in drainage speed is already a warning sign that should not be ignored. Beyond these common issues, there is another layer most homeowners never consider: seasonal temperature changes. Pipes expand and contract depending on heat and cold. In hot seasons, materials slightly expand, while in cold seasons they contract. This constant movement slowly weakens joints and seals, especially in older installations. Over years, this repeated cycle creates micro gaps that eventually turn into leaks. Professionals take this into account when designing systems, often allowing small flexibility in pipe layouts to reduce stress. Without this knowledge, homeowners may not understand why leaks appear randomly, even when nothing obvious has changed. Another hidden factor is sediment buildup in water systems. Even clean-looking water can carry microscopic minerals that gradually settle inside pipes and water heaters. Over time, this reduces water flow efficiency and forces the system to work harder. In water heaters specifically, sediment buildup can reduce heating efficiency and increase energy consumption significantly. Professionals often recommend periodic flushing of systems, but many homeowners are never informed about this maintenance step until problems become noticeable. Plumbing systems are not just networks of pipes hidden inside walls, they are dynamic systems that change over time under constant pressure and usage. Most serious problems begin silently, long before any visible damage appears. Understanding how leaks develop, how pressure affects pipes, how materials behave over time, how connections weaken, how blockages form slowly, and how environmental factors influence the system gives homeowners a major advantage. Instead of reacting to emergencies, they can recognize early signs and prevent costly repairs. In many cases, the difference between a small repair and a major renovation is simply awareness of what is happening behind the walls long before the problem becomes visible. Ultimately, plumbing is not only about fixing damage but about preventing it. Every system tells a story through small signs, changes in pressure, unusual sounds, slow drainage, or minor stains. Those who learn to read these signs gain control over problems before they escalate. And in home maintenance, timing is everything. Acting early is always cheaper, safer, and more effective than waiting for visible failure.